What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Datamine video. Today we're going to be talking about AKIZA, because, let's be real here, solid AF waifu. We got to do a special episode dedicated to AKIZA's skills and all that stuff in Duel Links. And besides, there is some spicy skills to talk about with AKIZA, because Black Rose, Dragon, Plant Support, all sorts of stuff in today's video, so I'm super excited to dive into today's episode. Also, if you guys haven't already, be sure to go check out my previous, Datamine videos. I've been making a ton of Datamine videos on all sorts of characters and stuff like that, and yeah, I would recommend checking them out if you guys want to, but of course, you can, just do it like after this video. And also, if you guys are excited for today's Datamine video, be sure to go hit that like button down below, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, but of course, you can always wait to do that until you, watch the whole video. But without further ado, let's just go dive into some of the spicy skills and abilities that AKIZA is going to get in Duel Links. Now, we're going to hop in right here, and man, I think the thumbnail turned out pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. It just looks so good, and Black Rose Dragon, that background for Black Rose Dragon looks so nice. I guess I'll put the link in the description down below if you guys want to download this Black Rose Dragon background that I'm using, because it's super cool. But nonetheless, let's just go kind of dive into it. So first things first, we're going to be talking about Thorny Path. No, we're not talking about Thorny Path. Whoops. We're ROG skill way ahead. That is way later for the video. We're actually going to talk about first Mark the Dragon Foot. At the beginning of the duel, you can add 2 copy plants to your deck and 1 Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck. So, like I've been saying in all these Datamine videos, so what it seems like is that there's definitely a theme with a lot of these character skills, is that in the game they're going to add 2 copies of a tuner monster, which, no, I think Copy Plant is a tuner. Yeah, we're going to talk about Copy Plant soon, but basically it's a ton of skills for each character that adds 2 copies of a tuner and then 1 copy of their ace monster to the extra deck, which is very interesting in my opinion. And I've been saying in my previous Datamine videos, it's kind of interesting to see that they're going to be adding these Synchro Dragons as extra deck monsters, and it's going to kind of help out with the extra decks. Currently in Duel Links, the extra deck is only to 5, and due to that, it's kind of cool that you can use the skills to increase your extra deck, so then you can use your current extra deck for your deck as other means and stuff like that, just other synchros that you can throw in there, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool right there. I kind of like that, and hopefully Konami comes through with adding tuner and synchro monsters into future packs, card trader cards, etc. Hopefully, if they don't only limit them to skills, I really hope they don't. But nonetheless, yeah, 2 copies of Copy Plant and 1 Black Rose Dragon. And for anybody that doesn't know, Copy Plant is a 1-star win plant tuner effect. Once per turn, you can target 1 other plant monster on the field that has a level. This card's level becomes that monster's current level until the end of the turn. Super interesting right there. So it's a 1-star plant tuner. So if you don't need to activate its effect if you don't want to, but you can just use this as a 1-star tuner, or you can copy another plant monster on the board and then kind of go for plays. Copy Plant kind of could work with Stardust Dragon if you think about it. If you have a level 4 monster on your board, you summon Copy Plant, you play Copy Plant's effect, and the other plant monster, and then 4 + 4 = 8, go into Stardust Dragon right away. That could be interesting. Stardust takes a tuner and a non-tuner monster, so you can stack your extra deck with Stardust, and then use the skill that we just talked about earlier to have Black Rose Dragon as backup. That would be kind of interesting right there. I think Copy Plant might be able to go for some synchro plays and stuff like that, so I'm super excited about that, that's for sure. And there's probably a ton of other combos you can do with Copy Plant for sure. Next up, we're going to be talking about Black Rose Dragon, AKIZA'S Ace. This card is really good. So it's a 7-star fire dragon synchro. The effect takes a tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. When this card is synchro summoned, you can destroy all cards on the field. I can't read. I'm recording this at 1 a.m. just breaking the 4th wall, so my commentary is all over the place, but yeah, you can destroy all cards on the field, easy peasy like that. This card has been used in countless decks and stuff like that, because just from that effect alone, you just it's a board wipe just like that. You can disrupt so many things with that, which is super cool. Also, if you decide not to blow it up, once per turn, you can banish the plant type monster from graveyard, and then target defense position monster opponent controls. Change that target to a face-up attack position. If you do, its attack becomes 0 to the end of the turn. You're not going to activate this effect as much, but if you do, it's going to mess up your opponent sometimes, because that attack is going to 0. Black Rose Dragon is a 2400 attacking monster, so that's a solid 2400 attack if you're able to pull off that second effect right there, which would be absolutely insane. And we're in Duel Links, you start off with 4000 life points, so that's a huge chunk of life points right there. Very good card. Black Rose Dragon is going to be so awesome to play, and it's going to be so nice to use to disrupt boards and stuff like that in the game, so I'm super excited about that. Now, one skill that is very interesting is that we have a skill called Black Rose Gale. It can be used when you destroy or when you control a Black Rose Dragon. Destroy all cards in the field. This skill can be used once per turn. What's very interesting about this is that it literally just takes the Black Rose Dragon's card effect, but it's a skill. So that means if you really don't want to, you can like save your explosion for Black Rose Dragon for later. You know what I'm saying? So instead of like only be able to use Black Rose Dragon's destructive effect when you first summon it, you can actually wait to do that later with the skill right here, which is absolutely crazy. And I can't believe that they're adding a skill like this. Like, you're literally making like Black Rose's effect but even better through a skill. But of course you could try like different skills. Like, I don't think this skill will be used so much. I don't know if it'll be used so much simply because like there's a lot of other skills you could use, but I'm just saying, like, if you were to use this skill, it's just giving you more versatility with Black Rose Dragon. So I don't know what they're thinking over at Konami, but it's just like they're just making Black Rose Dragon itself even better by using it. Basically, its explosive effect whenever you want. So that's kind of crazy right there. A very interesting skill. Next skill we're going to be talking about right here is Sprouting from the Graveyard. Begin the duel with one Dark Verger in your graveyard. Super simple. Let's go take a look at what a Dark Verger is. I think this card definitely was in the anime because I recognize the artwork. I just don't know what it did. Anyways, this is a Dark Verger is a 2-star Earth plant with the effect when a plant type tuner monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can special summon this card from a graveyard in attack position. That's super cool right here because with this skill that we just talked about, it automatically puts this card into the graveyard. That means you just, at any point during the duel, this card's ready to go. That's super cool right there, right? Now, it does suck. I think this card would be even more broken if it was like a tuner monster and if you summoned a monster onto the board, you can special summon it, but it's the other way around. But still, it's really cool because you just summon just any plant type monster, tuner monster, special summon Dark Verger on the board. That's an extra 2-level stuff right there. And I believe, plants, like, we have a ton of plant support in Duel Links as it is. We have Rose Lover in Duel Links, still at 2, but Rose Lover's in the game, so you can easily, get another special summon out. If you have a different like plant monster in your graveyard, you can special summon that out right there, which would be really cool. And we have a ton of other just like sort of like plant decks. I think Arrow Mages could probably use this pretty well if we get any Arrow Mages like synchros, or I guess even if we don't get the Arrow Mage synchros right away, Arrow Mages will still be kind of nice for synchro summoning for just the other plant synchros as it is. So that would be super cool right there. I think this card right here has, I guess the skill has a good amount of potential in my opinion, and I don't know how commonly it will be used because it is a specific, specifically you have to use a plant type tuner monster to pop off this skill. But man, there's a lot of generic synchros that only take a tuner and a non-tuner, so if you build a plant deck and throw some synchros into your extra deck, that would be super cool right there. So I think Dark Verger and the skill with AKIZA where it automatically is in the graveyard, I think it might be a viable skill of some sort. I think it might be a viable skill, so that's a really cool skill right there. And then I guess the last skill we're going to be talking about is Thorny Path. Begin the duel with one Evil Thorn in your starting hand. If you have an Evil Thorn in your deck, it is placed at the bottom of your deck. First of all, that confirms that, Evil Thorn's going to probably be a usable card in Duel Links, with not only exclusive to the skill, which is very interesting because since all these skills are not in Duel Links yet, and we have no clue of when the release date is for the 5Ds world, we're still kind of speculating, are certain cards going to only be viable through a skill, or are certain cards going to be, helped with the skill, or also obtained with the skill, but then also is like a lockable through farming and stuff like that. I think this one kind of confirms that, yeah, Evil Thorn will be in a deck, or like you can get Evil Thorn without using the skill, but still. So, and then also, I've never seen this effect before, and I don't think we had a skill like this before in Duel Links, where you add like one of these cards to your starting hand, and then if you already had it in your deck, it's just bottom to the deck. But I guess what's interesting too is that with this skill, would that kind of help your RNG a little bit? Like, what? Yo, I just realized, Brain Blast, what if you're running 3 copies of Evil Thorn and we're playing this skill, right? Wouldn't technically, since you started, like, you add Evil Thorn to your hand, of course, but since you're automatically putting 3 cards of your deck to the bottom of your deck, Does that mean you're increasing your RNG because you're not going to draw into those Evil Thorns? That's something to think about. That's something to think about. I think this skill actually would be super good. We haven't even talked about Evil Thorn yet, but I'm just like thinking, would that kind of like help your deck out a little bit simply because you're automatically putting 3 Evil Thorns to the bottom of your deck? If we're able to get 3 Evil Thorns, of course, when the 5Ds World comes out, but still. Brain Blast right there. Brain Blast right there. But no, let's go talk about Evil Thorn. So Evil Thorn is a 1-star plant, 1-star dark plant with the effect. You can tribute this card, inflict 300 damage to your opponent, and if you do, you can special summon up to 2 Evil Thorn from your deck in attack position. Oh, dude, this skill's actually really good, man. You can tribute this card, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. If you do, you can special summon up to 2 Evil Thorn in your deck in attack position, but their effects cannot be activated. Yo, this skill is kind of busted, man. Dude, so yeah, you start off with this card in your hand, you play the card, tributes it off, special summon 2 more Evil Thorns from your deck. Like, dude, that's insane. Like, dude, Evil Thorn comboed with Rose Lover and whatever tuners we're gonna get into the game. We're gonna see some crazy plant synchros, man. That's wild. Yeah, you automatically, so yeah, if you have like 2 more Evil Thorns in your deck, you throw that to the bottom of your deck. Summon this boy, tributes it off, do 300 damage to your opponent, but then you just special summon those guys on the board. That's deck thinning real quick right there, and just the combos are going to be insane. It only has an attack of 100, but a defense of 300. But man, this skill, I think, I mean, I might be overhyping it, but I think this skill would have a lot of potential. I don't know, it's a very interesting skill, but yeah, I guess that's just going to do it for me for today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Datamine video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Datamine video. It's been a ton of fun to talk about all sorts of these new skills that just got leaked recently and all that good stuff. It's been absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, of course, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Datamine videos. I think I got about... two more Datamine. I'm not sure how I'm going to split them up, but I might only have 2 to 3 more Datamine videos coming out after this, so be sure to go check out the channel. If you haven't already, be sure to go check out my previous leak videos talking about, you know, skills for Yusei, Jack and Crow, Dark Signers, all that good stuff. Be sure to go check that out, man, but that's going to do it for me, guys, though. And thank you guys for watching today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Datamine video, and I'll go see you guys in the next one. Peace out.